Yeah, on Facebook it went live, so I can hear you. Let me see. Let me pull it up.
We're
So
working on it, everybody.
yeah, I can hear you on Facebook. I got it. I can hear all of us. Yeah, I can hear you on Facebook. Yeah, yeah. Hold on. Say something again, Cliff. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Cliff, I can't hear you. I can hear Nick, but I can't hear you. All right, yeah. Keep the convo going. Well, welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. I am your co-host, Malcolm Motherfucking King, here with the host, Clifford. Technical difficulties, couldn't make it off the couch type shit. Jordan Jennings. You can see him, he can see y'all, but you can't hear him. Got Aaron, Dot Connector, Spencer in the building. What's up, Aaron?
What to do?
Got Q bringing the heat. McLeod, what up, Q?
What's up, Bucket?
Shit, right. But look at Cliff. So I don't know where Clifford wanted to start at, but
I mean, you can tell us. We can hear you. I can hear.
game 6. You talking about the yeah, go ahead, Q. Go ahead and break us down with the Heat 76ers recap.
I mean, with the Heat recap, I
Yeah.
could bore y'all with all the stats, but we saw the game.
Now he trying to steal yours, Aaron.
Hold on.
He trying to steal it, Aaron.
That's
He
what we
trying to
doing.
steal.
That's what we doing.
No shame, Aaron. No
Oh
shame.
my!
All right, it's your show, I guess.
Oh.
Plagiarism.
Yeah, well, shit. It did. Your plan was full.
Right. So you get to keep your joke, Aaron, because nobody can hear
I ain't
it.
gonna bring it back up. It's been selling. It's been selling.
Oh man!
I didn't touch my girlfriend, man. I don't even want to.
I, I, I mean, I was just gonna keep it short and simple. I'm not. Jimmy Butler's great. He's a superstar in his league. He's showing it. He's proving it day in and day out. They went up to Philly, handled business.
I'm gonna give him the Giannis treatment on the attitude of fuck the rest of these niggas. And on my team, fuck some of them niggas too. No, I don't fuck with everybody on the team. But we a team, so why you on this team is good. Yeah. I like that attitude out of Jimmy. I love that attitude out of Jimmy. He's like, hey, look, I ain't gotta like the rest of y'all niggas, man. And that's cool. We winning. What are y'all doing? So my respect level for Jimmy Butler. Like this championship run is different than the one that was in the bubble, if you ask me. The one in the bubble was a little bit more. I wouldn't call it easy, but the situation was a situation. So you couldn't go home and all that crap. But this is you beat the champions last year soundly in Game 7, and then you beat the 76ers soundly. You know what I'm saying? And then they came out. They didn't really beat the Celtics like a lot, but you know what I'm saying? It was a competitive game. Now, if y'all go out and fucking sweep the Celtics, shit, man. I don't know, man. I'm gonna be on your side in championship because y'all on a tear.
So I mean, the difference you see with the Heat is the simple fact, man. You got guys that are still hungry to get in the league.
Right.
They're playing under the Heat, but they're still not in the league. You know what I mean? A lot of people seen Joshua Richardson. He wasn't in the league until he left the Heat. Even though he did good in the Heat, he didn't get respect.
I don't know if Josh Richardson is still in the league. Is he still in the league?
I mean, using that as an example, but
okay,
I mean, last time I checked, he went from Sixers to Dallas in a trade.
I ain't heard from him since.
Nah,
I ain't seen him. I haven't seen him in the Dallas series unless I'm.
But while he was with the Heat, he had that hunger. He was in the league. He was producing night in and night out. That's the kind of guys we produce. Now, what you do when you lead the organization is up to you.
So what you saying, Duncan and them and Max Strauss, motherfucking Tyler Hero and them, they ain't gonna be shit when they lead the Heat.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I mean, you're under a program, under an organization that runs it as a program. Mm-hmm. On defense, we will do this. When a shot goes up, you will do this. It's a program. It's an action. It's not only with the Miami Heat, it's also with the Sioux Falls Force. They run the same, you know what I'm saying? They run the same.
Yeah, the pedigree.
You know what I mean? They run the same sets. You saw it in the summer league. The only difference was Max Strus was your key piece. And he showed up for the moment, earned a spot on the roster. And that's what I mean about the hunger. You got guys. Jimmy Butler's in that locker room, and he knows you have it in you. Hey, we going, man. Coach Spo, he don't want to hit nothing. Play ball.
It's hard for me to say you're wrong right now. That's all I'm saying. It's hard for me to say that. And I will say this: when you really think about you think about Nerlens Noel and fucking Mario Chalmers.
Hey, can you hear me? Well, I know y'all can hear me. Hold up. We'll continue. I'm sorry.
Hey, y'all shut up. Can you hear me? No, but like you see people that play in underneath Eric Spoelstra. In that rally ultimately, because you know that nigga be coming down to practice time being like, hey.
All right, man. I'm back in this bitch. God damn these motherfuckers, man. The devil is a liar.
Hey, well, we over here giving Q his praise.
Yeah, nah, you gotta give him his praise with his Heat, especially on that Philly game. I mean, I really didn't expect it to go any other way but that way. I mean, if I'm gonna give you praise, I guess I give to you because you got him out of there before 7.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't know if y'all deserve the most praise. I think Jimmy Butler does. I think Jimmy Butler deserves praise. I think Adebayo's been playing like shit and has continued to.
Offensively.
I'll give you that. I'm willing to give you that. Let me just make sure one more time to make sure I ain't tripping. Yep, we good. You know, because I'm saying though, like shit happens and
hello?
I want.
Hello?
You know?
Difficult, right. Motherfucker say hello 30 times.
But that's how I go. Every time my motherfucking computer updates, it resets all the settings. And that's what happened to where I can see my volume moving and y'all can hear me, but I don't come out on the YouTube shit.
I can show you how to pause your updates or make your updates happen at a certain time each week so you don't have to.
I might need that. Yeah, I might need that. But fuck all the bullshit. I ain't hear y'all run through stats. Jimmy Butler ended that game. At least the Heat 76ers. That was a 99-90 win. Heat over the 76ers. Butler had 32 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, shooting 13 of 29 from the field, 2 of 6 from the 3. I'm not even going to run through Embiid stats. Embiid dropped 20, which was not an Embiid game. 20 and 12. The rest really don't matter. 4 for 27 from the field. Or, I mean, 7 for 24. Man. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Give him some type of leeway, man. It seemed like that mask was fucking with him real tough.
Yeah, no.
All that sweat and shit. I can feel it. If I'm wearing that mask, I'm sweating like a mother, sweat getting into your eyes. You can't see. You try to go in for a layup, a gush of sweat come down your sweat. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
nah.
But at the same time, I've seen a lot of players playing masks and dominate. So
But
it's
that
not like
was
it's
a
not possible.
different one. That motherfucker, he had a Darth Vader mask or a
You
gladiator.
should
That
have
motherfucker
got
looked
that
like
rip.
Russell Crowe. Like somebody killed
You got
his
that rip
father or
mask,
some shit.
one of them rip masks or LeBron masks or something. Them boys was balling in the mask.
Right.
Rip never took it off. Said, nigga, my face is fine. I'm still gonna
Right.
I swear he wore it a couple of more years, didn't he?
That motherfucker was scared to break his nose again.
you don't gotta put it on no more. I want a championship in this bitch. I'm never taking it off. I'm home in this bitch.
That's what happened. But I imagine that. Well, I can't really imagine, right? Because I ain't been in one of them. But I would imagine that that would be a little lighter than the one that MB had a mask. That motherfucker looked thick. It was black, so it's taking in light from the spotlights. Why don't they have holes in them? You would think that they would have like breathable
Jason
ones.
mask or something.
Yeah, kinda.
I don't make the mask. All I know is every time we took that thing off, it was like water. You know what I'm saying? And I felt, I'm like, man, I would be, if it was that going on underneath the mask, I'm trying to play NBA basketball. Shit, man, we got 20.
Yeah, he got
But
20 and 12. 20 and
you got to
12,
think
two
about James
assists.
Harden, though, man. I don't know what the Sixers plan on doing. I don't know what their possibilities are. Let me say that. I don't know what the possibilities are. I don't know if they can trade him or if it's up to him if he leaves or not. Like if he has a player option or something. I don't know. But
I
what do
don't
you
think he's going to
think is
leave
hard?
willingly. I don't think he's going to leave willingly. And I'm sorry, repeat your question. You said, what did they do with James Harden?
Yeah, well, because look, he's not. He's getting older. That's what's happening. Next year, I don't think next year's going to be any better. It might be the same, but it ain't going to be any better. And if it's the same, that ain't too good.
Nah, I agree. I agree with that. And I think the pick was a bust. I think you gave up for too much for too little. But I mean, I think if I'm remembering correctly, we had also said that back when it took place.
No, that's what I'm saying. But what are the Sixers' options right now? What do you do? What do you do with this player that you acquired that you thought was going to be good? You're not. Do you trade him or do you keep him around?
I mean,
I'm trading this nigga. Fuck it. That's
nah,
what
I would keep him. I would if I'm the 76ers front office, I'm keeping him around till trade deadline. Why? Because James Harden has always been one of the best scorers in the season.
So you'll keep trade deadline like next year.
Yeah. I even tell him, like, yeah, we keeping you, don't worry about it. And wait till that trade line.
I would start
that trade deadline.
I would start listening right now, though, is what I'm saying.
Oh no, I would definitely be taking in, he just doesn't need to know about that.
Oh, hell no, nigga. This is underneath the table. You say
and just like when that trade deadline shows up, we gonna be nowhere to be seen like you in the playoffs. That's how that's gonna work. So I would keep him. I would keep him happy even up until that trade deadline, and then my nigga, you out of there.
I heard some trade rumors. No, you didn't hear that.
Listen,
that ain't what you heard. You heard some other shit.
Just like they talk about you, that's all just talk. That's hearsay, he say, she say shit. Don't worry about that. Just keep shooting threes.
Sure.
And as soon as that date came, I get his ass out of there for what Michael Blackson say, a Subway sandwich. He said, I trade Ben Simmons for a Subway sandwich. James Harden's looking just like a foot long right about now.
All that waiting game. I mean, when you look at that comparison between the two, like James Harden, like 2-3 years ago, you can tell it's over with.
Yeah, he's not himself. I don't know if I would say it's over with.
It's on that Grant Hill Suns, you know what I'm saying? Type over with. It's
what it is. There, here's what it is. This is James Harden's Carmelo Anthony opportunity. Carmelo Anthony could have won a chip if he just would have shut the fuck up and accepted his role as a bench player.
Right.
This is James Harden's Carmelo Anthony opportunity to say, you know what? It's all right. I sit the bench, come off, do my thing. Y'all handle y'all's business. But if he thinks that he is still a top tier player in the NBA, he's going to be Carmelo Anthony, not getting the chip.
Mm-hmm.
So this is his opportunity right now to decide what it's going to be. But it's starting to look like James Harden isn't fit to start in the NBA anymore.
That's why I brought up Grant Hill with the Suns. He didn't start, right? He was like a six man. He came out the bench. I'm not myself anymore, but I can still contribute. I can pass. I can shoot.
I see where you were going.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like you have to start using your skill set. It's time for you to just be the guy that stands at the three, but like, all right, I can bust this three when I'm open. Give it to him, Robert Horry. You know what I'm saying?
I still wouldn't mind him driving. You just can't bring the ball up and make that decision.
His bread and butter is gone with the imposed foul when he tried to put the foul on, right? He tries to draw the foul. That's gone. His athleticism has diminished since then. So now when he just tries to go in regularly, it looks bad. So if I would start working on that, Jay, a little bit, man. Either that or lose some weight.
But you know what? And
that's me.
I ain't gonna take it there just yet. I don't even want to bring the name. Well, you know what? No, I guess I got to. I feel like it's similar to a Chris Paul.
Chris Paul definitely. I don't know what happened that last game. What was the name of that referee that used to bet against NBA games?
Used to what?
Used to bet against NBA.
I just said his name not too long ago. I can't remember.
Anyway, I feel like he's gonna have some inside information on what happened in Game 7. Because how does Chris Paul only score 20 points?
That's on them, though. That's on them.
That means, hey, look, that sounds like somebody's blowing it. Somebody blew it on purpose. But again, it's a hard league to be in. But sitting on the couch, I'm like, man, come on, man. You gonna shoot?
Nah, but Dallas was hot. Dinwiddie was bussing, and we had. I'm not gonna say we. I have been hard on Dinwiddie in the past. He was bussing. Everybody was bussing that night.
I get that, but what I'm trying to say is Devin Booker and Chris Paul did not score in the first half. They didn't score.
They didn't score at all?
I need to look at that again, but I believe I looked at that. Them niggas didn't score at all. Let me look this shit up.
Look it up, please.
I thought it was like maybe a combined like 5 points or something like that.
I think they both scored. I know that Luka had matched the Suns going into the half.
Yeah, he had more points than the team.
Well, it was 27 and 27 at the half.
Yeah. Yeah.
I gotta look up stats.
But I know Paul had 10, Booker had 11 at the end of the game. 37 points or 37 minutes for Booker, 31 minutes for Paul.
8 and had 5 and got benched.
Man, 5 points, 4 rebounds. He only played 17 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad for the Suns. I didn't mean to jump there that quick. But
what happened was a little turmoil called Luka happened. And that brought out the realness in some of these players that are on your team.
I've been telling you, man.
Monty Williams get all the praise. But you can tell during that game that there's a couple of guys in that locker room that caused some friction. Because ain't no way. I don't care. Ain't no way you CP3 17 years in the league, 18 years. I don't care how long you been there.
Brought all them teams around.
I'm putting up a LeBron James performance. I'm shooting 46 times if I got to.
And then the thing about it is he was 4 for 8, so you 50% from the field. It's not like that's a bad shooting game. You know what?
No, they were attacking them real heavy. You got to look at Phoenix. Their bread and butter is that pick and roll. That screen game.
They try and get Booker open.
Exactly.
It's kind of hard to find first half stats for some reason. I don't know either that or I'm not.
Nah, it is. It is.
My main problem with Phoenix on the screen and roll after me looking at it quite a bit is the fact that they look for the shooter and not the big man.
We've been saying that. We've been saying that before you started coming on the show. I was saying that last year.
Yeah.
Why are they not feeding Aiden?
That's their fault because he was efficient.
He was 2 for 5.
Yeah, I mean, that was game. That was the last game.
Right. But I'll give you that.
Yeah, because he's not getting the reps in. But if you look at the other games, he's 50% or better.
Right.
Without the reps, still.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'll give you that. What was you saying, Aaron? Listen.
So I don't know. No, he's 7 foot.
So what's that mean?
Give him the ball.
Oh no, I agree. I agree with that.
He's 7 foot. There's a lot of everybody's playing small nowadays.
Right.
He's 2 for 5. He's 2 for 5.
He shouldn't have just 5 points. That motherfucker should end the game with 15 at least.
I'm saying, especially since how the game went the way it did. Whatever Chris Paul and Devin Booker were doing, it wasn't working.
Right.
Plan B.
Right.
Man, you looking at Dallas. They were attacking Chris Paul, forcing him to pass. But the others were playing the passing lanes. You know what I mean?
He turned the ball over like a motherfucker.
Yeah, it was tough, but they were built to look for the shot.
Shit, Booker was too. It wasn't just Paul. Booker was turning the ball over too.
It was the whole team in a sense. Because even when Chris Paul got it to the next guy, hell, the next guy either shoot a bad shot or turn the damn ball over. You know what I mean?
That's why DeAndre Ayton is 7 foot.
And let's be 100. Let's be 100.
Put it down low.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Let me do something out here. I'll give it back to you.
Let's be 100 now, though. We know Devin Booker is the scorer of the team, but the reason they got so far in that playoffs last year was Mikal Bridges, who did not show up this year at all.
No.
He did some other series, but definitely not this year.
Not offensively.
I wouldn't say not offensively. There you go.
Definitely an energy player.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he definitely is. But I'm saying even last year, when you think about it, anytime you hit him on the corner, he was busting it. He wasn't missing that, and I don't know if he wasn't looking for it or they just wasn't setting it up. He just wasn't available at all.
You think they put too much trust in Jay Crowder? Because it kind of seems like they're kind of trying to make him like the third wheel at times.
I know what you mean. I think that comes from his experience, right? Jay Crowder has been on a lot of teams and he's fit well on each one of them because of his play style. And I think that they thought with him there, it would be the same way. When you have other players, Cam Johnson, Mikal Bridges, you need to get them the ball. Those are the people that you need to start incorporating in your offense. Because Crowder, we all know, he's not good for no more than 3 threes a game and maybe a couple drives.
That's the problem. I saw him shooting a lot. I'm like,
and that's a good game.
When they give Jay Crowder the ball, I feel like the coach's intention is being like, okay, do some Draymond Green shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Create something, run to the basket.
That's not him.
Find open man. That's what I think Monty Williams was trying to do with him. But it's like every time they pass him the ball, he was like, "Oh, y'all want me to shoot?" No.
Because remember, I told you, if I'm Jay Crowder's coach, I'm telling him, don't put that fucking ball on the floor. Don't dribble. Don't dribble it at all. You catch it, you shoot it, or pass it. Nope, I said that in the past episode. I feel like a coach has told him that as well. Don't fucking dribble. You take the shot, or you look for the next open man. So what he was doing was when he was getting the shots, they were good shots. It wasn't like he was taking contested shots. He just wasn't hitting them.
Contested shots and good shots are two different things.
They were good shots. Are you arguing that they weren't good shots?
You can be wide open and make a bad decision to shoot that shot.
Okay. I'll give you that as well. I'll give you that.
There was probably a better option. Like, go to the basket if you're that open. Step in for the elbow, Jay. Draw a foul. Your
So,
your 3-point percentage isn't that high, and you know it. You look at your stats, nigga.
but
Don't tell me
that's still his best shot though. That corner three is still his best shot.
Well, I
Regardless
mean,
of how high his 3-point percentage is, that is his best shot. Even driving, that corner three is still his best shot.
so when you look at the game, though, that's not the shot he was shooting. He was shooting from like the elbow.
He was doing all kinds of shit. Yeah, I saw it.
He wasn't in his hot spot if that's the case.
Right. I even saw him step in and take a rushed, like a Chris Paul type stop and pop, but it was rushed.
It's like somebody told him, "Hey, you're the third option."
I see what you're saying. I'd
have pulled this nigga off the side. Like, I don't know what coach just told you, but pass me the ball.
Right. I see what you're saying.
I see you out there.
I definitely understand that. I just feel like that was the reason why. Like, even when he took that rush stop and pop, it was because he drove it first, and it made, at least my thought was, he thought as he was driving, oh, the coach told me not to dribble the ball. Let me stop and pull this up. Like, it just seems like the way he plays, and he shouldn't. I don't think he should. He shouldn't dribble the ball unless it's like a center to bring it out to the wing, to hand off to a guard type dribble. You shouldn't be dribbling the ball.
I feel like when they went back to the locker room, niggas should have been getting dressed and it should have been quiet as hell. Because all y'all fucked up.
Wait.
I don't want to hear shit. I don't hear nobody say shit because you fucked up too. Say something. Anybody on this team.
Well, doesn't that kind of bring it back around full circle? Because didn't you just say that you feel like there was some sort of turmoil in that locker room?
That was him. He said that.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, that kind of explains it right there, because that's all it takes in a situation like that. This is make it or break it.
Motherfuckers ain't passing me the ball.
Right. This is make it or break it. So what happens is when you're in a make it or break it situation, you start pointing fingers. Well, you didn't cover cuz on defense, and you didn't pull up when you had that open shot, and you hesitated when I hit you, and then that's when all of the shit starts happening, because it's very clear that either you're correct, Aaron, when you say it was a clear throw, like somebody was throwing the game, or it would have had to been something in that locker room that took place to cause that to happen.
Somebody came in there and was like, who trying to make 20 million?
That's what it seems like. I'm not going to lie. Mark Cuban dropped the bag off, allegedly. But it seems that way, right? Because like I said, Chris Paul was shooting for 50%. Devin Booker was the one. He was 3 for 14. That motherfucker couldn't hit.
In the press conference,
0 for 4 from 3.
It was in the press conference like, yeah, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, you watched that too?
Yeah, I don't do. So how'd y'all lose? I don't know. We missed shots, nigga. What the fuck?
That's exactly how I went. That's exactly how that went. But when you got Mikal Bridges out there, to my point, playing 33 minutes and you put up 6 points,
that's trash.
Shooting 3 for 11,
trash.
0 for 3 from 3. That's an issue.
Hey, 31 minutes the game before, scoring only 7 points, 2 for 7.
That's what I'm saying, man. He just didn't show up, and I'm not putting it on him like he has to be the guy to show up. Because let's be honest, they just didn't use Cam Johnson like that.
Cam came in there. From what I saw, he came in there producing. He wasn't like he was going to win the game.
Right, but they didn't use him. He went from being a borderline 6th man of the year last year to not being used too much. He was used in the regular season a bit more, but it was like once we hit the playoffs, who's Cam Johnson?
Yeah, because in the regular season, niggas need days off. That's where Cam Johnson comes in.
Right. Well, nigga, in the playoffs, motherfuckers need minutes off. Use Cam Johnson.
Well, they're not. Well, you're right on that. That's a coaching decision. And it's also some degree of arrogance by the Suns as a whole. Like, I don't know what y'all came out that game 7 thinking, but that wasn't what the plan was.
It did look like an awful game plan, didn't it?
Yeah, dude. That seemed like y'all woke up the next day and was like, let's go to McDonald's, all get Big Macs and shit. Let's chop it up. Let's not do practice.
Right, we got this in the bag.
Yeah, exactly. Y'all should we stretch? Hell no, don't stretch. Stretch the phone.
Right.
It's the Mavericks. Fuck these niggas.
Meanwhile, you got Luka Doncic looking Devin Booker in his beard because he didn't want to make eye contact.
Nigga, that's that old.
That's tough.
You are, nigga. You was talking shit before we started playing. Now you quiet. I don't know what's happening.
Listen, if Devin Booker is a dog, like you know how they was comparing him to Kobe, saying he was going to be the next Kobe. If Devin Booker is truly the next Kobe, he will have that picture framed in his house. I would frame that in my house, and I would walk by it every day.
Bro. You be looking at it. Wait a minute.
Yeah, I would damn near go to them links to tattoo it on my body so I could look at it all the time.
Disrespect is high. We all know what this is.
Man, you got me fucked up.
Keep talking. There's gonna be a fade.
Right.
You keep talking.
Right.
You already on edge. Look at them. Look, on edge.
He was swallowing right at that point. But what y'all didn't catch is him grit his motherfucking jaw muscles right after that picture was taken. He was ready to swing if Luka would have kept on.
Luka knew when to stop. You man, I'll see.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
We up 30 though, I think.
Luka hold weight in the U.S. That motherfucker signed with Jordan. Third time Jordan.
Luka's the fucking truth. Luka's the future. Let's not get it misunderstood. Luka is the future.
That's a badass motherfucker for real.
Man, don't give him nothing less. He is the future.
Triple doubles, all that. He do it all.
But that's what I said. That's that Euro rhythm. The rhythm is different. And when you can't, like, off rhythm, like, I don't know sports that do off rhythm shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know boxing, you throw off rhythm punches to get your man, but I don't know sports where you do off rhythm shit.
When you do that shit in boxing.
Right. It is, because nobody expects it. And when you hit them with an off rhythm punch, it fucks you up. It's usually a jab, but that's Luka. He's hitting you with off rhythm shit, and y'all don't know his rhythm enough to stop it. So get him another Euro player like Chetty Osman.
I knew you were about to say that. That's
problems.
Crazy.
I'm telling you, problems. I would never give him up if I was Cleveland for that reason alone. I'm not about to give y'all something to make y'all great. We'd like him here anyway. Keep him. But if he has somebody like him on his squad, mark my words, it's problems. It's problems. Luka ended that game 35 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 12 for 19 from the field, 6 for 11 from 3. What is that, 54 point something percent? That's crazy.
Yeah.
On over 5 and on over 10 threes attempted. You feel me? That's crazy. To have an over 50% 3-point percentage over more than 10. Come on now. And I'm not saying like he's the first one to do it. No, there's been plenty of people who've had better percentages on that. But to do that in a closeout game, as somebody who's never gone past that point in the playoffs, that's impressive. Against a Suns team who had 85 wins or 84?
64.
Yeah, because it was 82 games, so
64.
Yeah, I'm tripping.
What am
I
I thought you was including playoffs.
You thinking of baseball or hockey or some shit?
Yeah, no, I'm tripping. I'm thinking of some stat.
I got the same amount of games.
I'm mixing some stats up, but right. That's crazy. And you know what? Let me keep that same energy. Monty Williams has issues right now, I'm saying. Because I said, let me keep that same energy when I was talking about, what's the name for the Celtics?
Doku.
Yeah, couldn't contain Giannis Antetokounmpo, and I was giving him a hard time. I pulled back towards the end of the podcast. But what the fuck, Monty, do you have to say? You let one man do you.
Mm-hmm.
You
There's
let
nothing
one
you can
man
say.
do you.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not Giannis.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why Monty was not my pick for coach of the year.
Listen, I
A
said
lot
it.
of people looked at Monty and thought he had this great in-game adjustment. No, you have a team, a
Right.
young team that's fast, that's talented, and you have a good core of veteran leadership that can make player adjustments.
Agreed. And not only do you have that, you have a point guard that could be the coach.
Exactly.
Let's give Jason Kidd some love, man.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah, because
to.
Jason Kidd, man, he blitzed where their heart was.
Right. Ooh,
He
that's a
was like,
He
good
blitzed
let
them
one.
at
me
the
tell you
heart.
something, young
Wait a
blood.
second. Repeat yourself, Q.
I said he blitzed them where the heart was.
Man,
You know
listen.
what? I'm not trying to make
That's a
excuses.
strong. That's a strong. That's a
I
strong.
like that. He's all.
I
Say it
do.
again, shoulder.
I do like that.
Hey,
That's
man,
a
that's what you
strong-
do, man. That's what you do in basketball. When you're on the defensive end, you blitz them in the soul.
I think that's in anything. That's
You
what
gotta
you
get
should be
them,
doing.
man.
Boy, hey, it's called fouling.
Man, you ain't see what Miami
Anything.
did. I'm not trying to get ahead of myself, but you didn't see Miami second half. Blitz them in
Against
the
the
soul.
they had to.
You
They was
gotta
down
blitz them in the
10.
soul.
Well, they was down 8 at the half. I apologize,
Yeah.
but still.
But that's a prime example. You got to blitz. They blitz Phoenix at the soul, and they weren't willing to give Ayton the ball.
I also want to talk to youth out there that think what they're going through is the worst thing ever. Luka Doncic is one of the people that's coming in that league from somewhere else to show, hey, look, we got talent over here too.
Right.
We ain't got that many. I'm not saying anybody has any excuse, but we all have excuses.
Right.
I'm coming over here to your country, barely know your language, and I'm lightweight killing y'all boys, like everybody, like most of y'all niggas.
Like most right.
Yeah,
Agreed.
y'all the best people. Y'all the best in the world. Don't get it twisted, NBA, whatever. But man, Luka's making a lot of people. Where's Luka from exactly? I don't want to miss it.
Slovakia, right?
Yeah.
Or Slovenia.
Is it Slovenia or
Hey,
Slovakia?
serious.
There's
Where's
some kids.
Luka Doncic from?
Luka Doncic was born in Ljubljana.
Ooh, shit. But where is that at though? That's probably the that's probably the city.
Oh,
Ljubljana?
it's the largest city of Slovenia.
Slovenia.
There are some niggas. There are some people
I ain't no
in
dumb nigga.
Slovenia.
Right.
There's some people in Slovenia just working on it.
Oh, you know that.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, sharpen your game.
We said Luka wasn't the first. Chetty Osman was the first 15-year-old to get MVP.
Right.
Yeah, Cleveland Cavalier shit.
Okay.
And national championship
I
in
walk
Slovenia.
myself in that. I walk myself
Right.
into that.
He's the second coming.
I can't even
And
get
I
out of it.
honestly think that if you put Chetty Osman on a team where he had to be the guy, he would be the guy.
It's the same thing with Jokic, though.
But
right?
I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. Wait, before you get that out.
That's all I'm saying. I'm right here.
Oh, that's all you were saying was the Jokic. Okay. Well, all I'm saying is Luka didn't have LeBron as his what do they call him?
Mentor? Or?
Yeah, like when you pick a rookie on the team, LeBron picked Chetty Osman.
Okay. Yeah,
So-
he did.
Right. So that tells you a lot because when you're learning from arguably one of the best of all time, that tells you something. But Luka didn't have nobody there. Dirk wasn't even there when he came on.
He wasn't. He was like a transition after Dirk.
Wow, you never
So-
played. Right.
Right. So in no way am I saying Chetty is as good, but I'm saying if you put the two of them together, with the off rhythm ability of both of them, it's a problem. That's a problem.
And you're right. There's some in 20 in 20 fucking 31, 10 years from now, kinda.
Right.
The draft is going to be more equally distributed across, so it's not going to be like 85%.
Well, what makes you think that?
Because
you mean across like nationalities?
Right.
Yeah, no, I agree. They already working on NBA Africa and all that.
I think it's like 80%.
80% American. Yeah, I think you are about right.
About 10 years, it's going to be like 60, right? Natural progression.
Yeah.
Because as people get more interested, you have the internet, people watch.
I might say less than that. Like I said, they working on NBA Africa as we speak.
Right.
Have you seen them videos of the African drills that they do for basketball?
Oh man.
It was a dude that tied the jugs, the water jugs you put in the office, filled them up and tied them to his back and was dribbling up a hill while motherfuckers was throwing balls at him while he was. I said, "Oh my gosh, like these motherfuckers is really working."
On one hand, that's beastly, but on the other hand, tell me now and tell me this nigga's not fucking his back up for life.
You said you might be right. You might be right. But they built different. They built different over there. Listen.
Hey, all he need is one contract, 3-4 years.
Yeah, I feel you, man. And when you look at the
one
league,
contract would change his family's lives.
Yes.
I remember that movie from back in the day.
Air Up There with Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, that shit. I mean, that's like I said Cosmo, the Elijah Wan, the King Baby Mutombo. You got people in the league now. You got what's the dude's name? Bismack Biyombo.
Yeah.
I'll keep wanting to
Pascal
say
Siakam, Joel Embiid,
I think his parents
them Cameroon boys. Them, listen, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Well, let's not forget another guy from Slovenia who sort of kind of paved the way with Goran Dragic.
All right, another
crafty little mother. You know what I mean? Like
you right about that.
One little Chris Paul, you know what I'm saying?
But that's different though. That's. Let me slow down. Let me pump my brakes. It's not too much different, right? Because they both came up around the same time, and my whole thing is Dragic came up in Slovenia.
Yeah.
So they have to know something over there. You know what I mean? That's where they're producing the guys.
I think it's one of them, that's why I brought this up earlier. I think it's one of those situations where it's like it's either basketball or we work in the coal mine.
Right.
Shit.
That's
what do you want to do? I'm finna go pick up this basketball and work on this game until it ain't working on.
And they respect both careers just as equally.
Yeah, they respect both careers, but if you had to pick between the two, shit.
But see, even in America, we're like, nigga, you better pick that coal mine. You ain't going. It's a lot of talent here. You think you're gonna be a basketball player? Work the coal mine.
Here it's a little bit different because, as far as opportunities are concerned, we probably have more opportunities than they do.
I don't even think it's that. I think
opportunities in general.
You are correct. Opportunity plays a part. Also, proximity.
You go be a lawyer out here if you wanted to.
Proximity plays a part as well, though, is what I'm getting at. Because you got 13-year-olds right now that are break off a pro player. And that's because they play in such close proximity to other pro players that they go to their workouts. And they're accepted in because they know this nigga's already drafted to Kentucky. And he's only 13. Let him in. We can let him train, get a couple reps.
I feel like it's a fairly common thing, though.
That's not, but think about Slovenia, though.
That's even so we agree on what we're talking about here?
I'm just saying there's not as much proximity to as much talent over there as it is here.
Right. But the work ethic is there.
Oh, no, the work ethic may be beyond what we have here.
I'm finna shoot the laces off this rim.
Yeah, man. The work ethic may be beyond what we have here, but the proximity is what we have over everyone else, is that we're confined to this space with so much talent.
Quality competition.
Right. Bang! You just
That
summed it
makes-
up. That's what I was saying.
NBA Slovenia coming soon.
And it should be. It fucking should be.
Hey, look, if they keep leaking over here and taking up draft spots, lottery spots.
They need to have designated spots if they're this good. We
Yeah,
designating 5 spots to Slovenia every year. Don't got to be first round picks, but at least 5 of them going there.
I'm
I wouldn't say that. Just put them on TV.
Right. You are absolutely correct.
Put them on TV. NHL does it with their overseas hockey program. We saw it. We see it in soccer every single day. I mean, there's soccer year round. You know, in every country that you can name. You got to, man.
That's a great. That's. Listen, I like
MLS is like the G League of soccer,
and that's the American, right?
Yeah, that's the best we got.
Listen, keep it up the way Japan, Africa, Slovenia, all these overseas countries is doing with basketball. Like they have academies for it. So keep it up. We're gonna be the same way.
You thought shit was gonna be sweet. Hey, Cozy, I'm finna go and play in Africa and play basketball. Average about 15, 20.
Yeah, okay.
2 points in 3 games.
That nigga got 3 games in and was like, "Let me go back to the studio."
Hey, off this team, man.
And gonna average 4.5 fouls a game because you frustrated.
Right.
Freestyle and timeouts trying to distract me.
Listen, tie your dreads back, nigga. How about that?
Even we get fades out here.
But I mean, I'm keeping it a buck. He was good, but not good enough.
We all know the difference.
If he would have focused though, if that would have been his only option, bang, he'd have been there.
That has to happen when you're a teenager.
Exactly. Before you get millions, correct.
It can't happen when you're 29, 30 years old.
Listen, but with that being said, that's why I respect the fuck out of Jake Paul. Because for you to be a multi-millionaire and step into the hardest sport, that's the hardest sport to learn in limited amount of time.
No, the stakes are high, nigga.
It ain't even about the stakes. Fuck a jump shot. Fuck learning to shuffle your feet. Do you know how much you have to learn to timing and all that to be able to do what you did? And the fact that he's done it so
I'm just saying, if you don't learn that,
him.
If you don't learn that, we've seen the bad side of knockouts, and that happens a lot more often in boxing than any other sport.
Right?
People getting tapped up, and
who was that recently? Evander Holyfield's son.
He got tapped up by a regular nigga. From what I understand.
No, not Evander Holyfield's son.
Yeah, he got hit up.
Why you're giving credit, Cliff? You need to be giving credit to Mr. Frank Gore.
Oh yeah,
he got that fourth round walk-off knockout.
Right.
I need to Google that real quick.
That
was a good old-fashioned ass whooping.
I don't really give him credit for that.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, I give him credit for stepping in the ring and doing it. Miami all day.
I do give him credit for stepping in the ring and doing it right, but he's just so uneducated when it comes to boxing. You know, like he's like how basketball players look at football players that step on the court. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like you're just sloppy and rushing through and overpowering and like cool out, be chill and smooth. Like that's how I look at Frank Gore. I give him props for doing what he did. Hey, I do.
Piece was crispy. That was a crispy ass 2-piece. I ain't seen props. All I saw was the result. I saw a little 10-second clip.
Nah. I looked up a little bit more, but I mean, even he fought on the undercard of the Chad Johnson joint. Remember? That's what got him started on it.
I didn't see that whole shit.
Chad Johnson fought that MMA fighter and he beat him. And honestly, Chad Johnson looked like he had more of a fighting background than Frank Gore did.
I see that.
Take it back to 305 Dade County.
But nonetheless, I respect both of them. Anybody that steps in the ring like that, you gotta respect them, because at the end of the day, you are putting your life on the line. One punch could end you.
Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and give a hit the shower.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with basketball. And
who to China? To Black China?
I'm talking about Canelo's dumbass, man.
Why you giving Canelo hit the showers?
I'm giving him hit the showers. I didn't know this shit till a couple days ago, but I heard he was vegan before this last fight.
I don't know.
Why?
I've done that before.
But
I was vegetarian, so vegan might be better.
But going up in weight, vegan is better?
Oh, no. Well, I went up in weight too. I did.
Hey, how did that work out for you? Did it work out?
No, it didn't.
All right. Well, eat a chicken breast.
Right? I almost pissed on myself again. I need to check my bladder. Y'all finish it up. Talk about something. Go to go to the Heat Celtics. I want to bring us into don't go to the Heat Celtics. Go to the Celtics Bucks. That's the one we didn't talk about, and then we'll go to the Heat Celtics and get into our other topics. We got a couple others, but I gotta piss. This motherfucker crazy. What was you about to say, Mount? Nothing.
This motherfucker. Squirrel brain.
Love in the street, Mount.
Squirrel brain. But man, y'all hear about y'all hear about the Lil Wayne Mark Cuban beef? Did y'all hear about that situation? I guess.
Yeah, I guess little light friendly jabs.
Well, I don't know about Lil Light. You didn't hear about Lil Wayne's response, Aaron, to Mark Cuban when he quoted
his mouth.
Yeah,
I challenge Lil Wayne to challenge Mark Cuban's security. It's not gonna work out. So it's all hot air, bro. It's all hot air.
He said, "Don't get touched." I was like, "Damn."
Lil Wayne, we all know. Look, let's just keep it real. There's levels to security here. All right. Mark Cuban's security and Lil Wayne's security is two different securities.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it at that. Just gonna leave it at that. I don't want nothing bad to happen.
That's what I was thinking too, Aaron. I was like,
come on,
bro, this is Mark Cuban. This motherfucker.
Keep it on the internet because I'm not saying Mark Cuban gangster, but he got a lot of people around him that got that.
Right, I was about to say this motherfucker.
You think?
Come on now.
Run up? You thought you were gonna run up?
The clip what I had mentioned was what I had mentioned to Aaron and Q was did you hear or see that Lil Wayne Mark Cuban?
Lil Wayne is gone, man.
Yeah, he's tripping. Did you see what he said to Mark Cuban? Like how he went off, like I'm a piss in your motherfucking mouth.
I didn't see.
Yeah.
I was just explaining to them the difference.
I get you touched.
Lil Wayne gone, man.
And there's Lil Wayne security. And just two different types of security. Lil Wayne ain't finna run up on Mark Cuban. It's not happening.
Lil Wayne ain't running up on nobody first and foremost. That's first and foremost.
Especially not Mark Cuban, because all I'm saying is
Lil Wayne's people might run up on somebody. Lil Wayne's gonna run up on shit.
Oh my God. What was that?
That was what I was talking about. That picture. That was the picture. That's it. The kid that didn't take. That was the picture.
It looked wet, but it's dry.
That was the picture. That's exactly how my hair looked when I. But yeah, and I'm not trying. Maybe a little bit. I was about to say I'm not trying to sin Lil Wayne, but yeah, no, I am a little bit.
We know.
Because you're out of there. Go ahead.
No, just from a standpoint of Lil Wayne threats. No offense to Lil Wayne, but we've watched your career since you was about 9 years old, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you're a great rapper, you're a great artist and all that type of stuff. And there's nothing, and you do have people around you that are crazy and all that type of shit. But as far as this is concerned, there's no threat being made. You sound
like you talking to him like you worry he might catch it. I don't care if you do catch it, nigga. You're tripping. That nigga's gone. Like he's gone. Like what the fuck?
You know what I'm saying?
You're gone. Like okay. First of all, you and Luca got the same shade hair. Why are you hating?
Well, I mean, that's you see that picture of him on the sideline.
That nigga gone, man.
He did look fucked up.
I still love Lil Wayne, man.
I love him too. He one of the best to ever do it. But what do they say? Stick to studio.
Right.
Yeah, don't stick to dribbling. Man. Stick to studio. Shut the fuck up.
Now he's a Suns fan. He was a Lakers fan. Then he was a Hornets fan when they
right.
It's similar to his gang banging.
You a motherfucking you a Packers fan. Then you a Steelers fan.
It's similar to his gang banging. Hey, so shit.
We all know none of that. We all know that's security. That's a security detail. And then when they run up, all Mark Cuban gonna do is he's gonna do some King of New York shit and offer him a job.
Listen,
this nigga don't want $1 million in. Right then.
That nigga's stupid, man. He said some King of New York shit. Rockabye, baby.
Exactly. Right.
Rockabye.
Buy out the competition.
Call Lil Wayne up. I mean, your people ran up. They working for me now. So
right.
You got somebody else.
Mark don't know that. I guarantee Mark don't know nothing about that.
What?
That gangs. You said gangs in New York, not King of New York. Christopher Walken.
And Larry Fishburne.
Yeah.
Larry Fishburne. Don't
I know Q know about it. Ain't no way Q don't know about it.
You know I know about it.
Mark came up right after the high point of the gangster movies.
Well,
you know what I mean?
He's a real millennial.
That might be.
Yeah, I'm the baby on this show. Right.
You know, they was like a year past that time. You know, they just right past. They missed.
I had Boys in the Hood though. I still have Boys in the Hood.
Listen, Boys in the Hood and Kings in New York. You see Kings in New York, and that might change your life.
Boys in the Hood is about victims.
You right, huh?
Somebody brought that up to me a couple
years
ago.
Connector.
Right.
Yeah.
Dot connector. Because even Ice Cube was a victim.
He was of the society. Of his society, basically.
And he was the one. But yeah, you are. That's interesting.
Mr. Society, old dog lived. And he did everything. He did the worst shit. You know anything? The smart brother got hit. He
fucking Trey's baby mom after he died. That's how real life works.
It is. That is Mr. Society too. It's old dog.
Fucking right. And the little homie grow up to resent old dog because he liked so and so, and now he in the streets.
Yeah,
we know how life go. Let's
we're gonna make Mr. Society too. We're gonna copyright this.
Listen, that's life. It don't even gotta be Mr. Society. We know how that works.
How you end up fucking old dog? Everybody else died.
Right. You know? Period. That's how it goes. He ignorant as fuck. So let's jump to the real game, and then we'll get to these other topics and wrap it up. Heat Celtics. How y'all feel about that? Heat won 118-107 for all the sour heads that ain't see it.
Celtics had some injuries. I mean, I anticipated the Heat taking game one.
Well, Celtics only have one injury, and that's Marcus Smart.
No, Al Horford was hurt
He's on
too.
COVID protocol.
COVID protocol, baby.
And I think that's lightweight conspiracy, right? Because you've been in the playoffs. Now, I don't doubt that you don't go out in some of these places, but if you're in COVID protocol, how the fuck isn't anybody else in COVID protocol?
Well, you know, they don't really do that close contact anymore.
So what you mean, all of them don't practice with each other?
No. Kind of like at my job, so to speak. Let's say my coworker that I've been working with for the past few weeks on this same job comes up with COVID. There's no letting you off or giving you a quarantine period for a close contact anymore.
Right.
What they're gonna do is test you.
I see what
and
you're
if
saying.
you're negative, then you're good to. You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I feel like they would have said if Al Horford was COVID positive, though.
But maybe
that's HIPAA.
Yeah, that's HIPAA. So maybe he doesn't. But you can. There, Aaron
Oh
documented it
no,
right
I'm
It
there.
sorry.
ain't been HIPAA
I'm
this. It ain't
sorry
been HIPAA this
because
whole
I don't
time.
know
they just
right
announced
now.
Right.
Steve Kerr that he had it and he was
Right. It
never.
ain't been HIPAA this whole time when it come to COVID.
Well,
COVID
Right.
I
is
mean,
HIPAA exempt.
well,
I don't know what
Bam
people
out of
mean.
bio
HIPAA
also.
is
that?
you
What's
can't
that?
you can't your health records are confidential. It's between you and your doctor. Even your doctor can't tell your health unless you sign a release letting
Yeah, that's
him.
that's the Hippocratic oath, ain't it? That's some shit
Yes,
like
it
that.
is.
Oh, I don't know any. I don't know, but I know I work in the field, so I know what
Like you
HIPAA
say the
means,
oath
but
when
I
they
don't
tell
know
you,
if
Yeah,
it is
oh,
the
you
HIPAA.
talking about such and such? That nigga
yeah,
got the package.
yeah, yeah.
I'll tell
You
you.
can't put nothing. You can't put nothing down. You can't even if somebody told you at my job if it falls under a certain thing, you can't document or notate it.
Okay. Well, I mean, the only other explanation behind that is if he's living with somebody that has contracted COVID.
But would
Nah,
they be with him on the road, like you know what I'm saying? Like,
This
would
is
they be
starter.
in his hotel room?
in his
Not
presence.
even that. If you're playing the game at home. Oh, but wait a minute. We're talking about so the first game was at the Heat. So,
Yeah.
Right.
so
So he would
playing
have.
at home,
This was game.
one.
No, but it would have taken place game 7 because he
Or in
played game
between.
7.
Yeah, he
So you're
played
saying
game
after
seven.
it took place after Game 7?
Well,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Between that time frame is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
I have no.
So game
I
7 would have been. Well, no, it would have been in Boston.
I mean, my only explanation is he came up positive and they're just not saying he's positive. I
Well, they're
mean,
not going to say he's positive because they want the tickets. They want the money. That's why I said conspiracy, right? Because
yeah.
if you're going to say one man has it, Al Horford, of course, is the man for the shower heads. And it's like, I completely get what you're saying, Q. But if we could have contained this, Al Horford would not have had COVID. You feel what I'm saying? Even if his test results came back positive, if the NBA could have contained it, he would have still been negative. They still would have allowed him to play if the team was comfortable with playing with him.
Yeah. I just know the organization I work for, a multi-billion-dollar company or whatever, that was one of their changes that they made.
Right.
They'll test you and make sure you're negative. If you have been working or close proximity with somebody, but they
Listen,
don't. But unless you're positive, you're not.
I'll spill the beans right now.
Uh-oh.
Even if you were positive and you did not exhibit symptoms, they said you still had to go to work.
Yes, they did.
And that was the whatever you call it, HD, the health department, whatever that came from them. If you were positive and you did not exhibit any symptoms, meaning you were asymptomatic, you were still required to report to work. So you mean to tell me in a business where you
That
could
was
make millions off of one game, you would say Al Horford was positive if you didn't think that we had to?
I don't know. I've been working under a different umbrella. If you're positive, you get the. I mean, they dropped it down to what, a week now, seven business
5
days
days,
or
5
5
business
days,
days,
5
yeah.
business days. Yeah.
I don't even think
Um,
it's 5 business. I think it's 5 calendar.
no. We get 5 business. Where I am.
Yeah, no, it's 5 calendar. Well, they give you 5 business days to take, but as far as one occurrence, it's only 5 calendar days.
So let me ask you all this question because at my job, if I test positive for COVID, nigga don't come here this week.
Well, that's
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you are in a different job. You have to go to other jobs to install shit, and it's usually in the hospitality.
Hey, whoa! Don't describe my work.
Profession.
Well, I didn't say specific, but I'm saying if somebody came into my restaurant that potentially could have COVID,
No,
I would
hey,
be pissed and I would sue whoever
that's not
said.
even. No, I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about coming into the office.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
in
Yeah,
the
no, that's
office,
not the way it is where I'm at.
We used to keep the doors open, right? This is the stupidest shit ever.
Allegedly.
We used to keep the doors open, like as far as within the office, right? The front door is locked, but all the other doors are open, right? You just walk through. You don't got to keep opening.
Right.
When the shit started coming back up, they closed the door because it was like we don't want the virus to spread nowhere if somebody ends up having it. I was like,
wouldn't it be better to leave the door open then?
It would.
it's not gonna come to work. But you get what I'm trying to say? Like they would have people in there, and if you started coughing and shit, right, they'd be like, "Oh shit, we need to make sure we close the doors and make sure it's good."
Right. Listen, I'm not trying to get into a COVID conversation, but
I never had it, so I don't know.
I never had it on paper.
Uh-oh.
I've had symptoms, but I've never been. Even when I had symptoms, I got tested and they said I was negative.
But COVID-like symptoms is coughing.
It's a lot of things, but that's a whole nother conversation. But my whole thing is to round it back around, right? Al Horford, I just don't understand how you would put him on COVID protocol in the Eastern Conference Finals if you didn't have to.
That's why I feel like they had to. Whatever the circumstance was, it was
Which
an organization.
leads me to believe, why didn't nobody else pop up like that then?
Well, that's the only reason. Maybe everybody else on the team tested negative, and they just did like my job, who has over 16,000 employees, and said, "Go back to work."
And I'm saying this. Look, you might come home after that Celtics game. You got a child that was in daycare, kindergarten, elementary school, and they come home. You kiss them in the face,
right?
And they have a cough in your mouth.
It was home, yeah,
right. They just cough right in your mouth. Like you open up your mouth, they cough right in there.
Happens all the time.
And you're like, oh shit.
Happens all the time.
The next day, I mean, that's how you catch cold and shit. Kids used to carry that shit like a motherfucker, but that could have been how it happened. Could have went home to his family.
No, man. I think that's a pretty intelligent assessment. I will say that. But regardless, they're saying, of course, he's doubtful for game 2. He'd probably be doubtful for game 3. But I really don't think that's big. I don't think that's as big of a deal when you got Bam Adebayo with 10 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist off 37 minutes.
That's just offensively.
It almost kind of gives me the same vibe, Q, because it's your team, as the Suns.
No.
Why would you not give Bam Adebayo the ball, especially when Al Horford's not in?
Actually, the Heat system, the Heat system, Bam actually was receiving the ball. He was just dishing it out.
Because he wasn't receiving it in paint. I watched that game. He wasn't receiving it down low.
I mean, but you're talking about a guy who can bring the ball up the floor.
You're right, and he can hit mid-range shots.
Yeah.
But at the same time, give it to him in position. You have Daniel Tice on you, not Al Horford. As long as Al Horford is out of this series, Bam Adebayo should be eaten.
And that's
once he comes back, he will not be.
And that's a testimony to great coaching, because if you looked at that game and saw what Robert Williams were doing out of the gate offensively and defensively on the boards, the whole nine,
you are right.
You would have known.
You are right.
Coach Spo probably looking at it like, man, I ain't gonna touch that. Hero came in after the 6-8 minute mark.
18.
Exact. He dropped 7 quick ones.
Right.
When Celtics still had us with an egg on the board. You know what I mean? And then we tied it up. Boom.
You know what I mean? Used to having LeBron and them on his squad, so he think my team will take it over. I don't have to coach.
No.
That's the vibe I get from him.
No.
Man, they 10. It's been about 8. Been about 8 years. Wait a minute.
No.
Spoelstra doesn't strike me as the best strategic coach.
Coach Spo believes that my defensive scheme and my defensive game plan will win me the game.
Until you run into another squad that thinks the same thing.
And that's perfectly fine, and that's where the in-game adjustments come from.
But what happens if Jimmy Butler goes out?
Doesn't matter.
Y'all scored 50 points.
That's what you say, but look at the game flow.
Y'all scored
The game
50
flow
points.
changed on the defensive end. We opened up the third quarter on a 22-2 run.
As a team,
That's not offense.
Y'all scored 50 points if Jimmy Butler in there.
I'm taking Jimmy Butler out of the equation to start the second half 22-2 run. I'm taking offense out of the equation.
But
we
that don't
scored
mean
because
shit,
the
though.
defense was awesome.
That don't mean shit though. I watched that game.
Okay. Well, let me make something that means something.
Focused.
Jason Tatum went 9 for 14 in the first half.
Yeah, y'all were doing.
He went 1 for 7. He went 1 for 7 in the second half.
Y'all were doing well guarding him. If I'm going to say who was the problem, Jaylen Brown was the problem in that game.
No,
went 7 for 17. Yes, you were the problem. You went 4 for 8 from 3, but you were forcing too many shots.
Jaylen Brown couldn't stand the heat.
All that bad neither too.
Jaylen Brown couldn't stand the heat.
It's like 40%, 7-17.
Yeah, he just couldn't stand the heat.
It's like 40%.
Yeah, that is around 40. You're right.
What is 7 divided by 17?
You are right.
Let's talk about something more important, like Peyton Pritchard. Why is he going 6 for 16?
45.
Well, wait. You can't hate on my nigga. You can't hate on my nigga.
I'm just saying, he's not that player to give you that many shot attempts to produce that way.
My whole thing is...
You're trying to fill a gap in Marcus Smart not playing. Peyton Pritchard is not the answer.
Well, first of all, see, that's the thing. Now, I do agree with you to an extent. I'm going to tell you why. Because you are correct. First of all, Marcus Smart is not the point. Marcus Smart is the 2 guard.
Yes.
Peyton Pritchard is the 1.
Yes.
He had to take on 2 roles when he came into there. He did. He had to play defensively on the guards, and he still had to produce on his offensive end.
You know what that mean, Cliff? They playing the wrong team then. If they thinking like that.
No, you're correct. You are correct.
Because we don't think like that.
You are correct. I'll give you that. I will give you that. But what I'm saying is, you know how high I've been on Peyton Pritchard.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
His what's the word I'm looking for? The thing that I like about him is his efficiency.
Yes.
Now, when you put him in a game where he has to make up for the fact that, and I know it sounds like that's crazy, but Jason Tatum only scored 29. And that's what I mean by
21 in the first half.
Right. But right. You thought he was going to turn up. And he hits 29. And that's not like Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum is a mid 30 to high 40 player. And Jaylen Brown only scores 24, going for 7 for 17. Somebody has to step up. At that point, Peyton Pritchard's efficiency is out the window. I got to take shots.
Your best answer was to go at the paint. And Robert Williams went out with 6 minutes left in the game.
I agree. Keep trying to interject, man. Robert motherfucking Williams, man.
That's
it. The truth.
That's
Robert
it.
Williams comes out on the Celtics.
I'm telling you as a Heat fan.
He the truth.
That's all I wanted to say. And
He's the truth. No, you don't gotta apologize for nothing. I expect you to speak.
I gotta. I'm gonna be back in like.
I get you. End of your business. I got you. I got you, G. But yeah, no, that's honestly, I would say. Because remember, Q, if you remember correctly, I said this was going to be the case. It was going to be the Heat and the Celtics. And I said the Celtics is the number one you got to worry about.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now, my thing is, let's be honest, they're both beat up. Both teams are beat up. I just think the Celtics have more heart. Because PJ Tucker went out. He came back after they wrapped his ankle back up. Even Tyler Hero was hurt, but continued the game out and dropped that 18. Now, what I think is happening is the Celtics are kind of like, I'm hurt. I think I should hold it out for the finals. How do you know you make it there?
I mean, when you got a guy like Gabe Vincent scoring 17.
I mean, Gabe Vincent did his thing. And how many steals did he have? He had like at least 3-4 steals that game.
Exactly. And we total as a team had 12 blocks.
I mean, y'all are playing good D, but it's clear from watching that game it's not enough.
I think with the game last night, a lot of people attribute that to a Celtics failure, and it wasn't.
No, I don't think that.
It was a blitz. You got to give Miami Heat credit for the defense they came out with after making an adjustment after halftime.
But what you say, blitz stay hard. Blitz stay so.
You gotta
did not do that.
Hard out of them.
They did not do that.
We did. They jumped the gun.
I'm saying that's what I'm talking about. The Heat did not do that against the Celtics.
We did it enough to make them not close that gap inside of 10 points late in the game.
Y'all got it enough to get the win, but the whole time y'all was down 10 points. Even through the third quarter, y'all was down 10. And then y'all turned it up. But my whole thing is, if you blitzing a motherfucking soul, and I got a chance to inspire you to do so at halftime, and you don't come out the gates and do so, that lets me know it's going to be hard. It's hard
you.
They're
I'm glad you pointed that out.
That.
I brought this up earlier. While I was at work, somebody asked me.
Yeah. We ain't keeping you, are we?
The shots. No.
Okay.
I'm that's why I checked a little bit ago. Jason was shooting the same shots, was getting the same defense first and second half.
Y'all was locking Jay.
No, I'm saying first and second half. The only difference was that pressure affected him in the second half.
Y'all was
maybe because that extra guy he saw before he shot that shot wasn't open. Or maybe
exactly what it. No. What you said first was exactly what it was. Because remember, he tried to throw that bounce pass over his head.
You see what I'm saying? He's doing too much thinking now because in the third quarter he saw that one man that was different.
Yep.
From where he was in the first two quarters, and that's all it takes. We got the speed, we got the grit, we got the toughness, we got the rebounding.
Y'all do.
I mean,
y'all
you got
need
the
more
shooters.
Offensively. Y'all need more offensively. You cannot give Oladipo 17 minutes.
As a game changer, yes. We do need more offensively. But do we have enough to withstand with what we bring to the table? Yes.
Let me set myself up to eat my words, if I may. Especially while I still have you. Because Spoelstra could be on some genius level shit now that I think about it.
He grew up in the film room.
He could be on some genius level shit. And I'm going to say, this is a two-parter. First part was, remember I said the best bet would be to gas Antetokounmpo out. You can't stop him. Let him score. Eventually he'll gas. What I said was he won't gas in the second round. And he didn't. He just got beat.
Yeah, he got beat.
Now, Jason Tatum, on the other hand, he's been the only one to have to go hard for the Celtics this whole postseason. Now, if you gas him out,
a few games far and few between.
Yeah, I mean, but even those were 24-point games.
Yeah, he still showed up. I'm just saying there were some times that the weight was taken off. Maybe 3 games out the whole playoffs.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
He went 1 for 7 in the second half.
Right. Now that's what now listen.
Let it go.
Because remember, he shouldn't go. He shouldn't let it go.
That's that bread and butter.
He shouldn't. Because remember, I said the Celtics gave y'all the defense in the first half. It almost looked like the Heat were shocked to see that they were D'd the way they were. Now in the second half, it was like the reverse of that. Like almost like my turn. Like my turn. Let me show you something.
They woke up. Coach Spo in the locker room. Coach Spo walked in the locker room. Little nigga,
I'm not so quick to give it to Coach Spo.
Y'all gonna listen.
I'm not so quick. I'll give it to Jimmy Butler all day. Not so quick to give it to Coach Spoelstra. Now, what I will say is he could be genius if your game plan is to gas you know his name, Tatum out. Mm-hmm. If you gassing Tatum out, the way that Jaylen Brown has been playing, 4 for 9 for 3 or not, he can go 4 for 9 from 3 every game, and he's still not doing enough.
Yeah,
he's playing like trash. I don't care if you got 24 points. He's playing like trash. Now, he has got 24 and 10 with the rebounds.
Yeah.
But offensively, you are more of a detriment than you are a help. But let me give myself a pat on the back as well, because I said if they do make it to the playoffs, or I mean the finals, you may see Jason Tatum, what I say, drop a 34-point game or so. I can't remember the exact words, but I said you will see him shoot a 7 for 8 3-point game. And what this is doing with the 4 for 8, that's gaining his confidence. It's almost setting me up to be correct, but I will say I could potentially be incorrect the way it's looking, as long as y'all stay healthy. Because I'm concerned about PJ Tucker and Tyler Hero, the way they looked in that game.
I want to give Spoelstra a little bit of credit.
Please do, and tell me where.
I just thought about it. He's played the Bucks in the playoffs the last 3 years.
Spoelstra?
Yeah. Eric Spoelstra? And the Heat, last 3 years.
Wait.
This year.
They didn't play this year.
No. 2 years. 2 years. 2 years. 2 years.
Yeah, they didn't play this year. It was the Celtics and the Bucks that played this year.
The year before that, that was Wade, and they played Philly and got out.
Yeah, you're right.
Right.
Yeah. Right. You got me on that one. But I feel like, damn, that fucked up my whole point.
No, but continue though, because
you're on to something.
Yeah, I do. I do feel like I do.
What I was saying was that he figured out how to slay the beast, right?
As far as what?
Who's your top dog, right? How do we control him, put him in a cage, and make it to where he has a worse experience during these however you play great or not great. Some reason I put but last year they lost to the Bucks quite greatly. So
swept.
But listen though, here's the thing. It depends on what position.
Okay. So you're talking about basically from Giannis to...
They've learned how to slay the beast the same way the Celtics have.
Right.
They'll stop your perimeter threat. But as far as the inside, they cannot. As far as the inside, the Heat, I hate to say it, the Heat cannot. That's why I say if they get past the Celtics, there's a good chance they beat the Warriors, because the Warriors don't have a deep inside threat.
That's because we don't have a one-on-one matchup in the paint. But where we're switching and we're able to double that big man, it's the same as having a dominant guy.
I'll give you that.
Yeah, we don't have the big guy. We don't have the.
I don't know if that's enough to sway my thought, but I will give you that.
It's not. It's something for you to see.
I will give you right.
Like I said, we got a film guy, and that's the terrible thing about having Coach Spo being successful as long as he has been.
Right, studying all that.
He's a film guy, so like that end game adjustment, he has that photo memory instead of watching it on a tape now.
So what we saying to wrap it up, I just want this specific I know the Warriors and the Mavs are playing right now. I would like an update on that if you got it. Malk, you're muted if you didn't know.
It's on commercial.
There you go.
Right? It's on commercial.
You got an update for us, Malk? On the Heat, on the Suns, Mavs.
It was tied.
Mavs.
Or Mavs, Golden State. I meant.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
Yeah. It's still going.
Warriors 16-13, first quarter, 6 minutes and 12 seconds left.
That's what I like to see. Now, I want everybody's prediction for the East. We'll get the West. Why not both?
Okay, let's get both.
Why not both right now while we got it?
My bracket ain't changed.
We're gonna be damn near the chips gonna be set down by next Wednesday. So
yeah, my bracket ain't changed. My bracket
is the same. I know Q got Heat and what?
Golden State.
Well, Heat and how many on this series?
I had the Heat. Make sure I get it right now. I don't want to tell you wrong. I'm gonna give you straight from my bracket.
I know you ain't have the Heat against the Celtics.
I had the Heat beating Boston in 7.
Okay, Heat in 7.
You getting them 3 games? That's what that's what you originally had.
Well, when I'm looking at the East, man, and you talking about 2 teams playing defense, they're the top tier of the East this year.
All right. That's
I agree.
So yeah, so
This is
I
gonna be a
ain't.
slugfest.
Hey, I'm 305 Ray. Defense is what we learn first. You learn your jump shot next.
I'm going Boston 7.
I'm going. Well, it depends on the whole injury thing, but I'm gonna say
That's why I say that. But I'm going Boston because if it wasn't no injuries, I would have went Celtics 5.
I don't know. Jimmy Butler's pretty locked in, and he is.
Yes, sir. Marcus Smith. You're missing the defensive player of the year and dog ass center in Al Horford.
You was having them. Hey, all right.
Slaughtering them.
Yeah, I was. If they were to been healthy, but now that they're not, I'm going Boston Celtics.
The Heat ain't been.
I think I'm
been healthy all year.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go. What's my gut go with? I think I'm gonna go ahead and Kyle Lowry's still out too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
He been out though, y'all.
Yeah, hamstring injury.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Heat. I mean Celtics in 7 too. I think the Heat I think they're gonna run out of gas. I think that's what's gonna happen.
I think so too, because the same way I said that Jason Tatum can, Jimmy Butler definitely can. That nigga been dropping 40-point games every other game.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler.
Every other fucking game. If anybody can gas out, Jimmy Butler can currently.
I have to also include my championship prediction with this. But I have the Heat in 6.
We can do that.
I have the Heat losing in 5 in the championship.
Okay, so you got Heat. Well, that's kind of tough, right? Because then I have to ask, who are they losing in the championship to?
I said, well, I'm saying if the Heat play the Warriors in the championship.
Okay, so you got the Warriors, clearly. Warriors in how many?
I got the Warriors in 5.
Warriors 5.
5 in what? The finals?
No, I do.
No, against the Mavs right now.
Oh, okay.
Both of them.
Both of them in 5. You saying?
Both of them.
Okay.
Oh, Western Conference and the finals. Oh,
I'm putting that too. You said both of them, and I'm
said
both.
I'm trying to get big money on the bet. I'm trying to get big money.
Hey, he said bold prediction.
BOFEM.
I'm gonna say Warriors in 7. I don't think. I think Luka's not gonna go down without a fight, obviously. So I'm gonna say Warriors in 7.
Okay, so on me next, since we going back around, we wrapping around. I'm going Warriors 6.
Did I say Celtics? Did I say Heat over Celtics in 6?
Mm-hmm.
You said Heat in 6.
Right. Okay. Oh yeah.
Okay. What you got, Q? Warriors, Mavs.
Seeing what I had originally, I'm going Warriors in 6.
I mean, I want to say that. I just, like I said, Luka. I just don't think
I'd have to bring out my old book to look at what I did originally, but
Well,
I know it wasn't Warriors in Heat or Boston. I think it might have been Heat and Suns or something like that.
Yeah, my predictions is all off. My shit's trash.
Oh, you don't want to see my bracket. My bracket look awesome. Phoenix messed it up.
bet it does.
It.
I still got yours in the red book, so
My shit disastrous.
Yeah. I'm in the top 94%.
we'll check if that's true.
Let's take Q to the sports book in Vegas and see what happens.
Listen,
Hey, I got a sports book up the street.
Oh yeah, you do in Hollywood, Florida.
No.
he in Alabama.
I'm in
Or
Biloxi,
Mississippi.
Mississippi.
Oh, I thought you lived in Florida. What the fuck?
No, I'm from the 305.
But you know about the casinos in Hollywood though.
Oh yeah, Hard Rock, Seminole Hard Rock Casino, and yeah. Oh yeah. You know, you play a little Texas Hold'em by 3 a.m, you get the good money.
Yeah. I ain't on that.
Yeah, let me find out somebody finna get hurt. I'm on that Texas Hold'em.
I'm on that roulette. I'm on that roulette and that craps table. That's the only thing I'm fucking with.
Yeah, the roulette you playing the deal and craps is like a luck game. You have some control in poker. You have some control. I'll say you have a little bit of control. Roulette, you have no control, my nigga. Craps, you can at least roll the dice. I lost a lot of money in craps. I lost like $200. To me, I lost a lot of money. I lost like $200. I'm like, God damn.
Nigga, this enough. That
was it for me. I mean, you know what? I mean, just Johnny Rockets.
Listen, usually I've lost a 5 banger in there, but usually when I hit 3, I'm out.
You talking about the casino craps or just
no,
regular?
Not just craps in general, just on a night in the casino.
Oh yeah. No. I'm that nigga that be sitting there mad waiting for my drink.
Listen, you and me both, but
sometimes they about 30 minutes ago.
But we gave them other two, the East and the West. Right now, I do want to run down the lottery for the shower heads. I'm pissed as fuck. Cleveland got dead last at 14. Anderson Varejao was no luck. They have been saying it all week on the Cleveland Cavs sites. Anderson Varejao about to bring us luck with the fucking lottery. Man, that nigga ain't do shit. That motherfucker did the... Man, why the fuck would we give Anderson Varejao the shot when he got a ring with Cleveland and the Warriors that year?
That's what Cleveland does. They do dumb shit. Why be surprised?
I meant.
Hold on, man. Y'all done got so many lottery picks in the last decade. It's ridiculous.
Well, we deserve them. We've been the lowest team until this past year.
But y'all, man,
not the lowest. We wasn't the lowest the year before, but we were close.
I'm hating because we ain't never got no damn draft picks.
Yeah. Well, wait a minute. How'd y'all get Alonzo Mourning? No, never mind.
Yeah.
I gotta take that back.
Yeah, take it back.
Take it back. I'm sorry. Never mind.
But we got Cleveland at 14, Charlotte at 13, Oklahoma City Thunder at 12, New York at 11, Washington at 10, San Antonio at 9, New Orleans at 8, Portland at 7, Indiana at 6, Detroit at 5, Sacramento at 4, Houston at 3, Oklahoma City again at 2, and Orlando at 1. Now, I do want to point out that New Orleans at 8 was received by the Lakers. And I'm sure y'all motherfuckers is spanking y'allselves for giving that up, first and foremost. Nah. Now that I think about it, they ain't, because LeBron would have just traded it away anyway.
Right.
I mean, it's something. It's something right now. They got
top 10 oldest people in the league. Show me that list.
Top 10 oldest?
That's what LeBron need to look at.
LeBron, Wayne Ellington is at number 1.
Damn. LeBron, well, give me him, because he's the most experienced. That's what I need on my team.
LeBron James.
LeBron.
They might both be around that same area.
LeBron, they said, I hope, no offense to LeBron, but
I love LeBron.
I think you should focus just on trying to be a good teammate more than being a GM, because your GM work hasn't really worked out. So when you quit the league and you have time to concentrate on it, do that. But the decisions you've made with the Lakers, we've all seen it. That's a lot of LeBron in there. It's like 20 to 30% his fault.
The Lakers would have won a chip if they'd have kept Julius Randle, Brandon Ingram. I'd have even kept Kyle Kuzma. Just bring LeBron to the Lakers and you'd have been good.
Hey, I want to trade y'all niggas. Look, LeBron, no.
Period.
Go sit down somewhere.
Period.
Go sit down.
That's where no trade clause need to be at an all-time high. I don't give a fuck if you got LeBron on the team. You better not trade me.
Hey,
I like being
we're not
right.
LeBron.
Right. I agree with that.
I'm made for this.
But it depends on who, because everybody wasn't getting the no trade clause.
Well, I mean, you look at a guy like Brandon Ingram for say, like I know he had his health issues, and I brought it up before. Like, man, him and LeBron,
I'd have
like,
kept. I see me. I'd have.
man,
I'm more. I lean more to Julius than Brandon.
I could see that. I could see that.
Brandon, or I mean, Julius was sturdy
Yeah.
enough, and it seemed like he developed when he hit New York. So my whole thing is, if you would have put more into him, he'd have been all right.
The difference was New York put the ball in his hand.
Right, right,
The
right.
Lakers wanted him to be big.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
that's what he was recruited as. That's what they were looking at him. And
yeah. I'm wrong on that. That's the truth, because he
Tom
wouldn't have had
Thibodeau,
a space to do that in L.A.
Tom Thibodeau seen him in practice. Hey, you could do that in the game.
Tibbs.
Tibbs a run you to the bone.
Man, he nasty too.
Nothing wrong with that.
I like Tibbs, but he'll run you to the bone. He'll wear a good player out. That's a
You
fact.
know what? If Coach Tibbs was coaching Houston right now, we had to see them in the NBA Finals, even though they were the worst team in the league, I'd be scared. Because he's one of those premier on court adjusters, man.
I'll give you peas on that,
he's-
but I think you giving him too much with the first statement.
That's just telling you how bad the Knicks are as talent wise, as far as gelling
I
together.
don't agree. I just don't
Like,
agree.
I do feel like Tibbs will push you to your point and see what happens. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't want to do another suicide? You want to do one more? You do 10. Fuck you. All right, that's what I want to know. I want to see where it was where you were
Right.
getting that at. You know what I'm saying? That's what Tibbs does. Tibbs was like one of the people that
That's
worked for Derrick
interesting.
Rose. It worked for Derrick Rose and all them boys because they were all, you know, more or less blue collar players, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Players, all that type of shit. You got Joakim Noah, you got Taj Gibson, all that type of shit.
Yeah, proven guys.
In New York, it works, but the talent
It
don't
don't
stretch.
work.
The talent
Exactly.
don't stretch.
It's the talent, man.
The dope don't stretch. You put too much Arm & Hammer in it, it's not gonna work now. Now it's just fluff.
I think that's it. I think, you know what? It's funny that you put it
Shit
that
don't
way.
even dry right. It don't even dry right.
It's funny that you put it that way, because I think that's exactly what it is. I don't think it had to do with anything with coaching. I think you put too much Arm & Hammer, and I think you cut it too much. I think you cut the squad that you had a little too much.
It's a little
Yeah.
too
So
sharp.
now you need to back up, cut 1 or 2, maybe 3, throw a little money, and get
Hey, y'all
you
need
a
another
1
one real
to
quick.
match
How
with
long-
that 2 and that 3.
Send me another one. I fucked this one up.
How long did Phil Jackson, I can't remember, last as the GM in New York? How long did he last? Y'all remember?
Was that a year and a half?
It wasn't long,
It
was
was
it?
longer than that. I think it was like 3 years.
Oh my, it didn't seem that long.
Right. They just can't figure it out. Is just what I'm saying. They can't figure it out.
Well, we've said it on a Saturday show. I think that's any New York team.
Yeah, New
I
York.
think you name a New York team, even
That's
the
one-
Eli Manning, even
Yankees.
the
Giants and the Yankees.
we had the Yankees is always that. I mean, that's it.
But even them, they haven't won a World Series.
No, we haven't won one in a while.
But they've been. You said you a Yankees fan.
I've been a Yankees fan since I was my daughter's age. Yeah,
I
I've
bet.
been a
Did you play
Hell
baseball
yeah.
when you were young?
Yeah, for a little bit. I stopped.
Look at how he wears his hat. Of course he.
Oh,
Of course he played
As long as you
baseball.
play,
when he was
as long as
young.
you play some baseball, I'll give you all that.
Yeah.
Nah, I played baseball back in the day.
I didn't like that shit though,
I like
but I
soccer.
should have played. Should have kept playing. Shit.
I say
I
that out.
should. That's that. You are absolutely correct. That's where that shit. That if
Soccer and baseball paid off. I was like, I'd rather play soccer. At least I get
Soccer, yeah, soccer too. I should have got my ass out there,
I
boy.
could win
Shit.
pro at 16.
I played
stayed-
soccer 1 year.
Oh, really?
Oh
That's
my
it,
dad. Imagine Aaron. Imagine what my dad said.
playing soccer.
Imagine what he called me because I had to bypass my football season to play soccer. Imagine the names I was.
Or a B word. And one, two.
Listen, it was a lot. It was a lot of words.
It was a P word mixed with a B word, and a little bit of hoe put on top of that.
I agree with all of it. I'm not gonna confirm or deny, but I agree with all of it.
Shout out!
Yeah, that was a
Gordon Senior, man.
He said Gordon Senior.
Said Jordan.
Oh.
I wouldn't call him Cliff, but you Cliff.
Listen, it's on my shirt. I put the Junior on there. You know where to find us, baby. But,
I guess.
But other than that, I was gonna run through the top 5 on the mock. Fuck the mock though.
Hey.
Chet Holmgren.
Whoever
yeah, he going one. We know he going one.
Is don't pick him.
Don't pick who?
Chet Holmgren. Don't pick him as number 1.
For the Orlando Magics?
Nope.
Pick Jabari Smith.
Yes.
100%.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
And I'm gonna tell you why. I do think Jabari Smith is a better all-around player. I do. I'll agree. But the reason why I will say you take Chet Holmgren is because Orlando Magic still have Mo Bamba.
So?
If you put Mo Bamba at the 5 and Chet at the 4, it's fucking problems. The same way Cleveland did when they had the 3 7-footers.
Somebody's gonna be a backup.
Are you saying that Chet Holmgren couldn't play the 4?
I'm saying he could, but he's 7 foot.
And
what does that
Bamba
mean?
Ain't it?
Man, look, man.
Giannis is 7 foot.
Here's what I'm trying to say. If I'm the Magic, whatever you have in your bank as far as what you need Chet Holmgren for, I'm picking Jabari Smith for the same reasons. Like you want somebody like
yeah,
Jabari
I can't
Smith.
argue that.
Jabari Smith reminds me of a Tracy McGrady that went to college. Right? I'm not sure if he's gonna be that good, but I'll watch this nigga play.
Right.
And that nigga nasty, bro.
I mean, he is.
Nice.
Chet Holmgren is just like a 7 foot person that can shoot. That's
wait. Are we saying that Chet's not nasty though? I mean, he's not overpowering, but he's nasty.
In the NBA, he's lightweight. He needs to gain 30 pounds.
So why not put him at the 4 with Mo Bamba?
Man, look.
And you got 2 of the best blockers potentially.
We're not going to agree on this. If we were GMs or assistant GMs of Orlando, it would be down to the last 4 or 5 seconds of this pick between me and you going for Jabari Smith and Chet Holmgren. Because nigga, I'm not.
I wouldn't be mad though if I was on the GM spot. You wouldn't have to sway me too much to be like, okay, Jabari Smith, that's fine.
But I'm not.
But I'm saying the way it's built right now. Think about it though. You got Jalen Suggs, you got Cole Anthony, just at the guards alone, and they don't play with each other.
Then you add Jabari Smith in there. I'm telling you, and Jabari Smith is damn near 7 foot.
Yeah, he's a 3.
16. 6'9", 16.
And he's a 3. The fact that he can play the 3 at 16.
Still got 2 years. That he might end up being the same height, not the same height as Chet Holmgren. We might end up being 7 foot.
You might be right. Well, no, because he's 20 anyway. It's not like he came out 18 at 16.
Well, look.
He might get an inch. He may get an inch.
He grew an inch. Goddamn it. All I'm trying to say
he may get to 7, but
look, that's just if I'm Orlando, I'm putting my money on Jabari Smith.
I think I'm going Chet. I think I'm
taking the best player on the board, man. Smith.
I think I'm going Chet on that. If I'm
Jabari is the best on the board, right?
Chet Holmgren is projected.
Jabari or Chet? Chet's projected to go number 1, like he was
projected number 1.
But that's based on needs of the team,
right?
Exactly. What I'm trying to say is Jabari isn't projected number 1 on as many lists.
No, he's 2 on all the lists I saw.
I think they're looking at needs of the team too much.
But 1 and 2 are interchangeable. Not always, but
I would risk my job for the Orlando Magic
to go with Jabari Smith.
And switching the notes out on the way to the stage. And they said, Chet Holmgren, look, I'm finna get fired for this. Jabari Smith. We didn't pick that.
I think I'm with you though. I
I'll be
do
at
think
the
I'm
end
with
when
you.
I'll be at the end.
I do think I'm with you. Chet Holmgren is 7 foot 190. Jabari Smith is 6 foot 220.
Not
And he's
six. What?
I'm
Six.
sorry, 6'10".
I'm about to say he's
220.
6 what? That nigga.
6'10", 220. I
What?
apologize.
Well, let me ask you this, Cliff, if you let me.
Of course.
Um, do you think that
All caps.
going with Chet is kind of like jumping back to the Vucevic era?
Not at all. Not at all. And the only reason why I say that is because, and the reason why I say go with Chet is because you got Mo.
Uh-huh.
Now, I'm not saying that Mo's the greatest, but Mo is still a dog down low. He can stretch the court all the way out to the three. And then you're bringing in a Chet Holmgren who has a small forward to shooting guard shooting percentage.
Yeah.
Still gets blocks, kind of light in the ass,
He
but
gives
can dribble the ball up the court as well.
Man,
Why wouldn't
But
you
I'm,
put him at the 4?
but
I'm
I
not.
mean,
I'm
you.
not a believer because personally, that makes your lineup too big and slow.
Well. That's also if you're starting it that way all the time,
Well, you talking about power forward and center.
right? But we all know that they have enough to where they don't have to start him at the power forward or the center.
So you're not going to start him at all.
You don't have to. I wouldn't in his first year.
If I had
Unless
Jabari
he was
Smith,
really
you
doing
starting him.
shit. Then put him out there with Mo.
Starting. If I had Jabari Smith on the Magic, my nigga, you starting.
That's a
Yep.
good that's a
You
good that's a
you
good
at the
counter.
3.
I'll take
Let's
that.
go. Yup.
It's Aaron Gordon. Move the power forward and get the fuck out.
I'll take
Yup.
that. I'll take that. But at the same time, I feel like it's going to be a Luka trade situation.
Mm.
They're gonna so Magic gonna trade out of it. Somebody else.
I know not so much about the trading out of the positioning, but I feel like Luka and Trey were somewhat similar for the first 2 years of their career.
Yeah, I can see that.
Both were triple double animals. Both were, good scorers. I feel like this is the same way where it's like Jabari Smith could be worse off than Chet Holmgren depending on where he goes, but then vice versa. And all we got is Orlando and Oklahoma City. If you put Chet Holmgren in Oklahoma City with Josh Giddey, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Isaiah Roby, Damian, what's his name? Darius, what the fuck is his name? That's a problem.
That's the better fit.
Either way it goes is a problem.
That's the better fit.
You saying that's an advantage?
Isaiah Roby, Darius, that's my guy too. How the fuck am I losing his name?
Dice?
No.
That's football.
You ain't talking about Sutherland, are you? I don't know too many of the OKC players. Excuse me, but they are where they are.
That's gonna drive me crazy. It's all right though.
Warriors
Either way, it's a win for Chet Holmgren. But what was you about to say?
I said the Warriors are up 8.
Up 8. I don't see Luka getting past the Warriors, but let's wrap up the show. Let's wrap up this Rajon Rondo situation.
Let me tell y'all something. No matter how much money you get, if you're sensitive, still be sensitive.
No, I agree with that.
That's all I can take from somebody who has as many opportunities, as much money in the bank, to want to stoop down to be like, I'm gonna pull a gun on this bitch.
It wasn't a bitch though.
It wasn't a bitch. So
it was the kid. It was the kid. So per I believe it was NBA.com, Rajon Rondo was playing a video game with the kid, aka step your 2K game up, Rajon Rondo.
And he pulled the scrap on him?
And what happened was this was what was in the article. So I'm gonna tell you what really happened off of my allegeds. But in the article, they were playing the game. The child's mom came in and said that he had to do something like, put laundry. It did have something to do with laundry.
Laundry, yep.
Rondo got upset and spazzed out. Rondo left, got his gun, came back. What that says to me is that child was beating your ass at NBA 2K.
Mm-hmm.
His mom said, "What the fuck is wrong with you? You ain't finished your chores. Finish your chores for you play."
Rondo, he gonna finish after this game.
Right.
Get
that's exactly what took place. And the mom was like, "Wait a minute, I don't give a fuck about this game. His little ass better get these fucking chores done." And Rondo like, "I got something for your chores. I'ma be back." Came back. He said, "No, let me talk to that little nigga." Because he said he came back with the gun and demanded that he spoke with the child. Child came out.
How would you feel if you the grown man holding this piss down and this little nigga got the nuts to come out, you'd be like, what you gonna do with that?
I mean, it ain't even about that. It ain't even about that. Pre-hit the showers goes to the mother in this situation, because I don't care, gun or not, my child's not coming outside.
What? So
I don't have a gun, and you just come back with a gun demanding to speak with my child. You gonna have to speak with me first and foremost.
I'm trying to figure out what happened. So
he got beaten NBA 2K allegedly.
So then Rondo left the house
and came back with his gun. Yes, they were all home.
No. He probably just went to the car.
That might be it. That might be it. But they said he left the residence.
He came back in talking about, let me holler at this little nigga. Is that what you're saying? Like,
he didn't come back in the house. He came back once he had the gun, so-called, and they said that he had the gun brandished in the front lawn and was saying, "Bring little Jimmy out here." And the mom broke down and let little Jimmy go out there. My whole thing is, I don't give a fuck who you are. You could be John fucking Wick. If you're asking for my child, whether they're there or not, this conversation is with me. What the fuck do you have to speak to my child for?
Right. Hell yeah.
You think my child's coming outside? I'll tell you what is coming outside.
Right.
Starts with a B and ends with a T.
Sure. I like to call
maybe
him Bruce.
Ends with an S.
Sure.
Because if a motherfucker come back and got balls enough to have a gun drawn on my front lawn, you might as well change your mailing address. Because you won't be leaving here, sir.
I feel confused about how the situation even so why was he even in the house in the first place?
Because what it sounded like to me was that was his girlfriend thing. Probably not his girlfriend, but
little side piece.
Right.
So as Rajon Rondo, just from his perspective, you're willing to go to the car and risk a lot of shit.
You know what my next thought was?
Because of 2K?
You know what my next thought was? They was gambling on the game.
So you worth millions of dollars. Give him the $1,000 you said you was gonna give him.
Right.
You said you bet $1,000.
But you know how hard it is when you lose something that you feel like you shouldn't have lost to just get the money up.
Not when it's a 13-year-old child and we basically made a gentleman's bet.
Right.
I'm not raising him, but I'm teaching this kid wrong. If I say I bet $1,000 and I shake your hand and you beat my ass and I don't give you this $1,000, that's the man right there. You're supposed to give this man this stuff.
Yeah, you're right. That's some hoe ass shit.
I've been in the window upstairs. I shook your hand and you gave my stack.
Right. He shut the window on his ass, though. He shut the window on him. He screamed it into his left AirPod and shut the window on him.
Yeah, he tripping. He owe me $1,000. Give a little nigga his money.
Nah, you should. You should double it up. Actually, you got enough.
Hey.
You know how, you know what kind of bonus Rondo got for making the play-ins this year on Cleveland?
Niggas get fined $20,000 for flipping the bird underneath. And they do that at least 4 or 5 times in their career. Look, if I play somebody for $1,000, I got millions in the bank, and they trash me. They twank me in the first quarter. It's 21-6. I mean, not 20. It's
we got to double that bet. Whatever I bet.
You twank me, right? I'm giving him this cheese.
Right.
I'm finna go home with my mansion and chill out. What happened, man? Some 13-year-old boy got me for $1,000.
I still be pissed though. I'm coming back over there tomorrow. Now that's when the gun comes out, right? I don't give a fuck if he has a music recital. I want my rematch. What my fucking rematch, bitch? I'm coming back for my rematch.
You have mistaken my
I'm
son
just playing these jokes.
He's a child. He's in middle school. He beat you at a video game, and you're a 34-year-old man acting like a kid right now. It's a reality check. You should go home and look in the mirror and be like, I just pulled a gun on a 13-year-old boy and his mom because he beat me in 2K.
Well, that's the.
I have reached the worst. This is it. It's the worst you can possibly get. At least he could be another grown man on the bet. It'd be different if it was another grown man. Like, man, this nigga got it for $20,000 and shit. I feel like this nigga gave me the fucked up controller. My player kept doing this. And shit, well, I wouldn't touch nothing. So I feel like he gave me a bad controller. I want my get back.
Right.
But it's the 13-year-old.
Or the glitch like Malcolm be doing, and you told him not to do it again with money on the line, and he did it again.
Well, I mean, hey.
He said, I mean.
It's supposed to motherfucking sell that like gentlemen. But I didn't know he pulled the gun on the kid. I thought he pulled the gun on the big mom.
Technically, he didn't pull the gun from what I gathered from the article. He pulled it out, of course. It was out in his hand, but he didn't, like how we're saying, pull it on somebody. He pulled it out and was holding it. But the article said he didn't point it at anybody. But he had the gun on him. The article even said he asked for both of the kids to come outside. Yeah, that little motherfucker that was talking shit behind you, I want to talk to him too.
Oh, you want the little nigga holding the money too?
Yeah. Both y'all got me. That's what it said. And at the end of the day, what I'm saying is, Rajon Rondo, step your motherfucking 2K game up. You will have to deal with this shit.
Not even that. Hey, look, shout out them little niggas, man. Y'all some hustlers,
right?
Man. Y'all got niggas mad because they got finessed outside.
Y'all going somewhere.
Rondo got finessed. He got finessed.
Somebody should have said, Ma, can you make sure they put my name in this article? So they say who it was that can you please put me?
It said Jimmy Butler lost a shot guy at 23-45. A couple times.
But they said that the young lady filed a restraining order with her family, and it was guaranteed on an emergency order the following day on that Friday. So now he has to be 500 feet from her and her children, and he had to surrender all the firearms in his name temporarily until it's been investigated.
They didn't say you can't look them little niggas up online.
I don't need firearms. Rajon feel like, nigga, these hands is working. And I'm pretty sure Rajon would have beat 65% of the NBA's ass.
They say he put Ray Allen. They say he beat the shit out of Ray Allen.
Who is Ray Allen? I'm sure Ray Allen isn't anyone.
Shuttleworth.
Ray Allen? You talking about fighting wise.
Right. Not like ball. Yeah. I'm saying like throwing hands. I guarantee you Rajon Rondo is probably taking out some 6'11ers.
No, I'm giving Ray Allen the credit because Ray Allen was like shit. Let's go in the locker room with it.
Right.
And he got wasted. But respect for taking the fade though.
I respect that like a motherfucker.
Yeah, but it was like, oh, Ray.
Oh shit! I got pissed, man.
You went out, man. Damn.
That's crazy. But listen. Rajon's hopped off the bench a few times and stood in the way, and motherfuckers just kind of cooled the fuck out.
Man, Rajon Rondo got that dumb reach. Like his reach is
he retarded. Does though, doesn't he? And his hands are huge. That's why he can't shoot.
That's why it's hard to find him. You can't even get in. You can't even hit him.
That was his best shot percentage this year with Cleveland. He had the best shooting percentage of his career.
In them floaters.
Well, 3-point shooting percentage. Let me clear that up.
Getting older.
But other than that, I want to say, first of all, why would he wait until he got to Cleveland to do that shit? That's very par for the course. That sounds like a very Cleveland thing to do. Like, I pulled the gun out on Eric. That sounds like a very Ohio Cleveland thing to do.
No, hey, you know Midwest kids, they assholes, man.
Man,
they probably got to that little button. They couldn't take it no more. Hey, look, you get mad, bro. Look, Rajon getting mad, man. Give me $1,000, nigga. Quit playing, man.
That nigga's stupid, man. That nigga is dumb as fuck. Okay. I challenge you. You're challenged, Aaron. I challenge you.
What?
Make this next topic humorous. Are you up for it? Bless you, Mal.
Bless you. I don't know.
Well, you got to. Because I couldn't find a way. Well, I found it. So, Russia. They are willing to trade back Brittany Griner. Willing to release her for the release of the Merchant of Death, Victor Bout.
Man, all I know is they got some 6'8" chick there. Damn, I can't do this. I'm gonna get y'all canceled with
that. We free, look, baby.
We free, but they got some 6'8" person there that says she's a female, but she ain't got no titties and she's 6'8", and the voice is this deep.
Oh, now you about to get us canceled. That's what I was about to say.
All right, hey, don't do it because that's
man. Fuck it. I bet.
Russ, look at Russia though. Russ is like, wait a minute.
Well, maybe it's accurate. Allegedly, I bet Brittany Griner's as wet as her jump shot.
Who do they want now? He said,
huh? I bet Brittany Griner's as wet as her jump shot.
No, but they want who though?
Now strap-ons or not, they didn't say nothing about what they caught in the bag.
She's married to a woman,
right?
But what did Russia want in return? They said they wanted somebody in return.
Oh yeah, the Merchant of Death, Victor Bout. Russian's arms dealer sentenced to 25 years for conspiracy to kill U.S. citizens, delivery of anti-aircraft missiles, and providing aid to terrorist organizations. That's what he got filed for.
All that for a girl that plays basketball.
What's even weirder, though, is the fact that he only got 25 years for all that, and y'all stroking niggas like a motherfucking bisexual porn movie.
Hey, I know a nigga facing 30 years and he ain't killing nobody.
How many do we know?
That's what I'm saying. I know somebody that's fighting it right now. The case is ongoing.
How many? But that's what I'm saying. To us, that's normal. But to a fucking Russian's arms dealer, apparently you can commit conspiracy to kill U.S. citizens, which I thought was treason, punishable by death. But he's not from here.
Treason if you do that against your own country.
He's not from here. So yeah.
He's a
Delivery of anti-aircraft missiles and providing 25 years. Give a nigga that looked like Malcolm 14 for selling dope. And he looked like Malcolm.
Damn. All I'm saying is that they want a high price, high value target for a WNBA player that got caught with some weed.
Ooh, here's the comedy about it. I'm not gonna say that.
So that's like the longest pause ever.
I'm not gonna say that because I thought about it. That's maturity because I thought about it.
I could have went
I'm
further.
not gonna say that.
I stopped. Full stop. All I'm saying is.
But I'm sure that anybody.
The exchange doesn't match up. That whole exchange. You want a WNBA player that got caught with a little bit of weed for a merchant of death. Doesn't make sense. It's not a fair trade. It's like me trading you a Michael Jordan rookie card for like a Pat Bev, just regular Minnesota Timberwolves card. It doesn't. Why would I trade you for that?
You know what? That's not too. You know what? I had ideas when you said that, and that's not too far off. That's a pretty good. That's a pretty good comparison.
It's Brittany Griner. She's not hurting nobody. She just plays basketball.
I bet she fucking them Russian hoes up right now. I bet she snuck her strap on there like she snuck in the marijuana pods, and she is fucking those Russian girls right now as we speak.
For her safety, I hope that's the case. But we all know there's some rough people in there, bruh.
Now we know that Russia is the one. Let's be honest, Russia's the one. But let's keep it a buck. Let me stop. Let's keep it a buck. A lot of them is the same way as the ones here. We just don't see enough of y'all to know exactly how y'all are. So we are a little intimidated as well. Because we haven't seen a lot of y'all. And then you got a big bitch like Brittany Griner walking in there at 6'9". The only way you taking her down is if you got 3 of them Russian hoes hopping on her. Let's keep it a buck. Lithuanian basketball or not. You like that callback? Yes, I am a professional. But nobody's fucking with Brittany Griner. Nobody's fucking with Brittany Griner but the government themselves.
As an African-American young lady who's overseas trying to get out of jail.
All the prayers. All the prayers.
I don't want to say anything against that.
No.
I hope she's dominating, and I hope when she gets out,
that's why Russia paid her $1.5 million a year to play basketball. The fuck? Yeah, she's a celebrity over there as well. So do you think that she gets to prison and motherfuckers are just like pressing her like that? Nah. They pressing her because you're going to get pressed anytime. But they still, she's Brittany Griner. We know who she is here.
They be showing up to herself with a basketball like, hey, look. Help me with my game.
Right. There you go.
Get my layup right. How's your vertical? You know what I'm saying? Let me, what are you doing? You got.
And listen, judging on what we know about Slovenia, them hoes is probably dogging Brittany Griner in there. Like, all you can do is dunk, yes? Huh? Yes? Yeah.
You talking about you getting Slovenian prison ball?
Right. They over there jabbing, elbows and all. Fuck. But that's all I had.
Foul in Russia.
Yeah, no fouls.
Is there blood and no foul in Russia? You gotta be bleeding a bit.
I did want to point out the reason why, before we wrap it up immediately, the reason why I was so upset that the Cavs got 14 was because they were, they weren't. It was a fans lottery that they did. But they had, your boy from, Kansas City. what's his name? OG Akbaji.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
OG, yeah. They had him going to Cleveland at I think number 10 or something. And now, of course, since we got 14, he's going to be off the board. That's a fact. He's off the board. If he's still on the board, I think Cleveland gets him, but he's going to be off the board. Now, CBS mock draft has Cleveland getting Johnny Davis out of Wisconsin, who I'm not upset with, and I have seen a bit of him, like prior to hearing about Cleveland being interested in him, but I don't know how that's gonna work. But he is he's a shooting guard, small forward split, so the only way it is gonna work is if you put him at shooting guard. Or he's just a dog at the 3, but I don't see it being that way, being 6'5", 194. It's a lot of big 3s out there, and that's not big enough. That's more two guardish. But that's all I really got. Who's our hit the showers?
I'm gonna give her early. Well, not an early, but I'm gonna give the hit the showers to the Suns for just dropping the ball and not making it to
step down just to try to get that.
the Western Conference Finals.
Nah, he just said hit the Suns.
No, because
I know you was moving.
Yeah.
This guy. Right
You're giving it to Devin Booker.
hey, don't have that much ego and confidence. And when shit go left, don't try to act like shit don't exist. You were better off being like, look, man, you got me.
Right.
Got me. You better
But
off.
you can't excuse me. You can't keep that same energy once you are, like you said, once you already went in. Like,
that's why he like, are you still doing this? For real? All right.
that's exactly what that picture is too.
Man, that is the most perfect description of you mad?
Right.
You look like you mad.
Right. that's the best picture. Hands down, best picture of the playoffs. I don't care who get dunked on. That is I don't care if Luka goes out this round. That is hands down the best picture of the play. That may be the best picture of the past 5 playoffs.
Damn, that's a stretch. I gotta think now.
I can't think of it. I can't think of another picture that is that like
descriptive of what happened.
right.
Like 200 years from now, kids gonna look at the picture and be like, "Oh, Luka Doncic must have whooped his ass."
Right.
Because Devin looked mad in the motherfucker.
Man, I said his right after that picture was snapped, his jaw started clenching. Like you say one other motherfucking word, nigga.
You muted, dog.
Oh yeah.
Man, I ain't even know I was muted, bro.
You just steady saying shit.
I ain't recognize it either.
But like, that's not even like that's like 200% better than the Lance Stevenson blowing in LeBron's ear.
No, it is
because LeBron still beat you. So like
that was a good one though. I like that. I like that throw out. That was a good one.
Like this one is like, you like me now?
The genuineness in Luka's face is abundant.
It's like a kid. He's like a child. Yeah. He's like a child. Like you thought, like right?
The first time you beat your dad or something.
That's exactly what it
looks
is.
like.
That's exactly what it is.
I thought you was good at taking.
I'm about to piss again. We about to wrap it up.
Hey, that's the new 2K emote right there.
Exactly. This is what happened to Rondo when he was playing. That's Rajon Rondo right there. You said you in the NBA, right? I thought you knew basketball. Should go home and get my gun and shoot you, little nigga.
This nigga about to pull a C murder because he got beat in the freestyle competition.
Exactly. Oh my god, man.
Oh shit.
God damn. That shit crazy. So
Shout
hit the showers is Devin Booker for Aaron. For Q, it is who'd you say?
Say anybody, yeah.
Oh, I thought somebody else said something. Who else said something?
I just want to say
I
shout
think
I
Malcolm
know
said
Malk ain't say shit.
I
out
said
to
the Suns.
boy. I ain't gonna say his name, but you a Suns fan. You got with it.
Right, my nigga.
I ain't gonna say your name, but you know who you are.
Yeah, you know who you are, motherfucker. You supposed to been on this bitch.
You got with it.
He said, "God with it." I'm gonna give my hit the showers to Rajon Rondo. Cause my whole thing is, I understand, right? Like you getting upset, not going where y'all think I'm going. Doesn't matter who you get upset with or how you want to react. My whole thing is, why the fuck did you wait until you got to Cleveland to do it? Like you smelt that fucking Ohio air and was like, wild out like the rest of us.
Yep.
That's
That
my whole
happened.
thing. You make
That
us
happened.
look bad. Fuck being a nigga. You make us look bad playing for Ohio, doing shit like that, because you hear shit like that every day. And it's like, damn, even the pros is doing it.
The Cleveland, like, man, our river be catching on fire and shit. And
Right.
it's dirty as hell up here, and we got chill ass.
Man,
We don't need that.
Ray John, hit the showers with your motherfucking 2-shooter.
That's what he had, a dare?
I don't know, I'm just saying. He said a Derringer.
God
Listen,
damn,
they come with
I'm gonna let both
45s
off.
nowadays.
I'm gonna let both off at one.
That danger will get you, but I'm just saying.
Nice.
Who's your hit the showers, Mount?
Man, I gave mine earlier. I said mom to the Suns.
Oh, that was Mount. So you was right. I'm sorry.
Super Buster, man. It's
You don't
past
talk enough. I forget what your voice sound like. What you got, Q? It's what?
It's 10:07. That's why you forgot, because it's past your bedtime.
Yep, whatever. What you got, Q?
Man, all I got is Chris Paul. Do I got to keep going?
Nah, I don't think you do. I don't think you do.
Every time they say you gonna do it,
Oh,
you don't.
shit, man. I don't think you do.
He was right there.
Talking card has gotten real. It's gotten real flaky. I'm far away. I'm doing something right now. But Chris Paul's ability to talk shit has gotten real flaky. That's what I wanted to say. Because next year when we start talking that shit, I'm like,
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay, nigga.
Yeah.
Him and James Harden. Him and both of them.
James Harden, I think James Harden got that treatment this year. I think niggas was whispering in his ear like, nigga, you trash right now.
Listen, but they was trying to do that with Kyrie, and I feel like keep that same fucking energy.
Kyrie
Joe.
wasn't important enough to
Kyrie may not have been doing enough, but what the fuck was James Harden doing?
I'm not giving no slack here. That's what you're saying.
No, I know you ain't, but I'm just saying for all the motherfuckers, it's weird how you like, it's fanboy shit. You pick somebody you like and you
people have fond memories of the past.
Right. I love Kyrie. You know how much of a Kyrie fan I was. I know Aaron and Malk know how much of a Kyrie fan I was. And still am. But I will always be impartial. I'm going to tell you when a motherfucker's fucking up and when they ain't.
That's what you're supposed to. You a fan. And not only that, that's kind of like what people should do. But as a fan, if I like the way you were playing, but I now don't like how you're playing now,
I'm going to talk about it.
Yeah, this is that nigga. I saw what happened.
Yeah.
I've been watching.
All that. And we see it. And that's what y'all need to understand. For our shower heads, we'll be back. What day is today? Wednesday. So we'll be back Saturday. Y'all motherfuckers be good or be good at it. The music's out, so enjoy silence, motherfucker. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah,
We'll be
they
back.
wasn't gonna do shit
This
with the
is
big
what it sounds like when you lose the playoffs. Just be quiet. Drive home, no music.